complete with lag spikes. What the hell was that? This time in part 1, so I'm kind of doing this a bit backwards and all over the place, but whatever works. So, this is the first wing of this particular raid instance, Siege of Orgrimmar, and for some weird reason, the Siege of Orgrimmar starts in the Vale of Eternal Sorrow. So we shall start by just clearing the trash. Fucking Jinyu. So in my previous video I didn't realise I actually picked the wrong healing spear glyph. As you can see, it's enduring healing spears that you want, not the fortuitous ones. I just assumed I had the correct glyph and just read the name. So don't make the same mistake I did. I'm just going to turn this sound down a little bit because it sounds extremely loud. Although at 12% it shouldn't do. So yeah, get your healing spheres done correctly. Helps a lot. And continue to kill all of the things. So this first boss, Immerseus, you can see him down the hall there, that big, I don't even know what you could call it, water monster or something. He is the boss, and you have to kill him. Well, actually you don't have to kill him, you just have to purify him. Because he's all corrupted by all this Shah nonsense that's going on throughout the Vale. Ever since Garrosh tipped the heart of Yasharaj into the pools. So you get these sharp blob things, just, you can ignore them really, but you can use them to get rage, runic power, combo points, all that kind of stuff. So they do serve some purpose. So these big guys, they put these sort of water jet things out in different directions. Don't stand in them, it hurts. Simple raiding 101. Don't stand in the fire. This boss is one of the most annoying things ever. It is so boring. Because he splits constantly every time he reaches 0% health. The aim is to make him run out of energy by the time he does his last split. Whoa. There's a lot of damage there for some reason. And you can see he was targeting Zorak or something there, which means there is a Warlock with a Voidwalker in a raid. And he is using Taunt on his Voidwalker. Kind of stupid. So his Voidwalker shall pay the price if he leaves that on. DPS is very low because these things should be dead a long time ago. I guess that's what I get for doing it on a Saturday. Okay. So this is Immerseus. He's on 100% energy. And he will continue to stay that way until he splits. And then he loses some energy. And he will then get it back during the split phase. Unless you manage to stop all of the blobs getting to him. When he spawns, he just throws blobs all over the place. There's two different types. There are purple ones, or black ones, whatever you see them as. And they are the Shah ones, which DPS need to kill. And there are the nice, clean ones like that one over there, which healers need to heal. I don't really want to attack things because I'd rather get my procs up in the fight, but somebody has already pulled, so we have to go in there anyways. So pop Bloodlust at the start because this is the longest burn phase, the one with the most corrosive blast, which he will use on the tank. And then you get these puddles spawning periodically under your feet, which are not good to stand in. He also does a swirl, which is this big water jet which will rotate around the raid, doing damage to anyone caught in its path. don't stand in it, or if you have to and there is no way to avoid it, just use a small defensive cooldown or a health zone and you should be all good. So as you can see, he goes down quite quickly. So that person's got 2 corrosive blasts, which is not good. So the other tank should be swapping soon. And there was a DPS who also got a corrosive blast for some reason. Oh, that's their healer actually. But yeah, he shouldn't have got that. So that must have been a tank fail. Try and avoid these as they head back towards the centre because they do hurt. And there's barely any healing ones in this particular one. Best healing for monks isn't great, so use your health orbs to heal these little fuckers up. Like so. Because Surging Mist costs an absolute ton, which is not good. And then when puddles do reach him in the centre, he will do a pulsing AoE and make his puddle grow. Don't do what I just did there and get caught in by the time he resurfaces. And you can see now his energy went down because we took care of the blobs fairly well. I got corrosive blasted. What the fuck? I must have been just a bit too close to the tank. You don't want to share platforms with the tank. So as you can see, that's another good swell for me, not so much for the rest of the guys. So they're going to have to just try and run around or use a defensive. If you do get a corrosive blast on you like I did, it's not that much of a problem as long as you don't stand in the sharp puddle because you take increased shadow damage while you are under the effect of that debuff. So let's get out of the sharp puddles ASAP. And that tank is going to die. So. Okay, I targeted the tank and yet the life cocoon went on myself. Most confusing. Anyway, he's dead. So we're going to just drink our mana tea like usual. Keep an eye on all the stuff. And he threw a few healing guys over that side. So that is where we shall go. And we just want to heal these nice blobs to stop them doing stuff. You can also Death Grip, Stun, Gorfine's Grasp, Entangling Root, all that kind of stuff works on the blobs. So do that if they are getting too close to the boss, and that shall make the boss die faster. Because he has less and less health whenever he has less energy. I feel a little out of practice somehow. Doing worse than usual on my upkeep of my heal over times. There he goes again. Chug a bit more mana tea. And some healing orbs things going over here. I shall handle these. So you can see if I just channel on them, the health doesn't go up at all, which is why you need burst healing, which is why healing orbs are the way to go. Wow, I heal lots of them go through over that side. So I'm going to use my raid cooldown there. And not stand close to that tank. He can stay in the middle there, and I shall stay on this little section. If we're lucky and DPS is good enough, we shouldn't even get a corrosive blast. But it happened anyways. But there won't be another one. Quite confident of that. There it goes again. And more blobs are all at the other side. So we shall try and get over there. If you do have healing stuff you can be doing, it is a very good idea to do so, because in situations such as what just happened, there's lots of healing orbs, not as much DPS ones. You might as well actually help the raid by healing them up. And that is the boss down. We shall not use any coins because it is a shit boss. We do not actually need looting looking for a raid. We are here for the secrets of the Empire. Oh, shut up, Lord Walker, you shit voice actor. The most racist sounding voice acting you could have ever heard. I cannot stand the pandas. The voice actor himself is probably really good, it's just that the voice direction was awful. So we make our way up to the next boss while this little fat bastard waddles along. I don't understand why they made them so fat. I cannot stand them. Anyone have repair mount? Why? Can't possibly need repairs.